Good morning. Welcome to our Paved conference for contract ID number 24HM 0041, 24HM 0042, 24HM 0043, 24HM 0044, 24HM 0045, 24HM 0046, 24HM 0053, and 24HM 0054. But before proceed, let's have a prayer first to be led by Engineer Dolera.
Let's bow down our heads and feel the presence of the Lord in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, we are gathered today to conduct matters of business. Guide our hearts and our minds in a spirit of fairness, right thought and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our tasks may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And let's hear from Engineer Impal for the roll call of attendees.
Good morning, everyone. Madam Chair, these are the attendees of today's activity, Brigade Conference. First, we have the back chairperson, Gina M. Sugabo. We have also the back vice chairperson, Lima G. Calibo. We have also the two regular members, Hermie P. Gumog and DC James N. Dibingkang. We have also the members, the back provisional members, Dennis E. Tumala and G. Vincent C. Paleng. And also we have the head of the technical working group, Christian George D. Paleng. Members, Alin P. Malikay, Jeff M. Duhay Lungsod, Angelo D. Tolera, and Domino Dominic Binyan. And we have also the members of the Secretariat, Dona Meros G. Duran, Maria Ikaquin Obation, and yours truly, Briggs M. Impal. Madam Chair, since all members of the BAC are here, therefore the BAC is in quorum, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Impal. Our agenda for today's Paved conference. Number one is the brief presentation explanation regarding the basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, to be discussed by Engineer Malikay. Requirements of bidding documents, including instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms, to be discussed by Engineer Dominic Niala. Documents to be submitted by the bidders, checklist, technical and financial proposal, Engineer J. Vincent C. Paling, Engineer Jeff M. Duhay Lungsod. And criteria and procedures for eligibility check to be discussed by Maria Estrella Garcia Remulyo, Gracia M. Remulyo, and preliminary examination of bids, Engineer Angelo D. Dolera, detailed evaluation of bids, the Engineer Christian George B. Paling, post-qualification of the lowest calculated bids and award, to be discussed by Engineer Dennis Tumala, Engineer Francis Dale Chili Buto. Summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued by Engineer Maria Eva Queen O. Bation. Questions, comments, and other matters. So for the brief representation of the back by Engineer Malikay and Engineer John BDM.
To be presented is the basic contract data for the fifth batch of regular infrastructure projects for FY 2024, which the dropping and opening of bids is scheduled on November 21, 2023 at 10 a.m. For item number 1, the contract ID is 24HN0041. The procurement program is 001, ensures safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, tertiary roads, Luyang-Poo-Lazi Road from kilometer 10 plus 000 to kilometer 10 plus 411. So the appropriation is 14,782,000 pesos, and the ABC is 14,486,360 pesos. The duration is 109 calendar days and falls under major category RCP, Roads Construction, PCCP. The physical target is 0.411 kilometer. Item number 2, the contract ID is 24HN0042. The procurement program is 001, ensures safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, secondary roads, Siquijor Circumferential Road from kilometer 72 plus 315 to kilometer 72 plus 684. The appropriation is 13,752,000 pesos, and the ABC is 13,476,960 pesos. The duration of the project is 102 calendar days, and under RCP, Roads Construction, PCCP. The physical target is 0.369 kilometer. Item number 3, the contract ID is 24HN0043. The procurement program is 001, ensures safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, secondary roads, Siquijor Circumferential Road from kilometer 72 plus 000 to kilometer 72 plus 138. The appropriation of the project is 5,177,000 pesos, while the ABC is 5,073,460 pesos. The duration is 58 calendar days, and under major category RCP, Roads Construction, PCCP, and the physical target is 0.138 kilometer. Item number 4, the contract ID is 24HN0044. The procurement program is Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road, Barangay Napo, San Juan, Siquijor. The appropriation is 5 million pesos and the ABC is 4,950,000 pesos. The duration is 56 calendar days, and under major category RCP, Roads Construction, PCCP. And the physical target is 0.2 kilometer.
Good morning. For continuation, item number 5, 24HM0045, to protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, rehabilitation of flood control structure, Barangay Lalao, San Juan, Siquijor. Appropriation is 50 million, ABC is 49 million. Duration is 217 calendar days. Major category FCP, SPS, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures. Example, repeatment, retaining walls. Physical target is 217 linear meter. For item number 6, 24HM0046, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, construction completion of multipurpose building in Barangay Lumangkapan, Enrique Villanueva, Siquijor. Appropriation is 2 million pesos. ABC is 1,980,000 pesos. Duration is 120 calendar days. Under major category of BICWOPLS, buildings, construction without pipes, low-rise steel frame, 1 to 5 stories. Physical target is 1 story. For item number 7, 24HM0053, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, construction completion of Multipurpose Evacuation Center building in Barangay Pisong B, Maria, Siquijor. Appropriation is 2 million, ABC is 1,180,000. Duration is 120 calendar days. Under major category of ICWOPLC, buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Physical target is 2 story. For item number 8, 24HM0054, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, construction completion of multipurpose building in Barangay Bolos, Siquijor. Appropriation is 2 million. ABC is 1,980,000. Duration is 120 calendar days. Major category is BICWOPLC, buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Physical target is 2 story. That's on the show.
Good morning, everyone. Here are the requirements of bidding documents. The bidder shall submit 1 original and 2 copies of the first technical and second financial components of its bid. Content of bidding documents. The set of bidding documents for the specific contract at hand consists of the documents listed below and bulletins issued in accordance with ITB Clause 11. Number 1, invitation to bid. Number 2, instruction to bidders. Number 3, bid data sheet. Number 4, general condition of contract. Number 5, special conditions of contract. Number 6, specifications and drawings. Number 7, bill of quantities. Number 8, checklist of technical and financial documents. Number 9, bidding forms. The DPWH shall post the complete set of bidding documents at its website, www.dpwh.gov.ph, and at FieldJobs, www.fieldjobs.gov.ph, for the general reference of the public for every contract to be procured starting on the first day of advertisement of the invitation to bid. Any prospective bidder or other interested party may just view or download the bidding documents from the aforementioned websites. The bidder should note that the procuring entity shall only accept bids from the bidder that have purchased the bidding documents from the office indicated in the invitation to bid, or have downloaded the bidding documents from the website of DPWH and FieldJobs, subject to the payment of the fee for the bidding documents upon submission of their bids. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic.
Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bidding documents. The DPWH procuring entity shall also make hard copies of the contract specific invitation to bid available to prospective bidders upon payment of a bidding document fee in accordance to Appendix A of 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184.
Checklist of technical documents. Technical components envelope. Class A documents. For legal documents, A. Valid PILGIPS registration certificate, platinum membership. B. Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission or SIC, Department of Trade and Industry or DTI, for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority or CDE for cooperatives or its equivalent documents. C. Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. D. Tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the BIR. For technical documents, E. Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. F. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or LSLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. G. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board for the pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. H. Original copy of bid security if in the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. I. Project requirements, which shall include the following. A. Organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B. List of contractors, key personnel for project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with your complete qualification and experience data. C. List of contractors' major equipment units which are our own lease or under purchase agreements supported by the proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. J. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to each officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder.
Once again, good morning, Madam Chair. Continuation for the checklist of financial documents. For financial documents for letter G, the prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the Prospective bidders' total and current assets and liability stock received by the BAR for its duly accredited authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And for letter N, the prospective bidders' competition of the net financial contracting capacity, the MCC. Then for Class B documents, for letter M, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with the Republic Act number 4566 and its implementing rules and regulation in case a joint venture is already in existence. Or duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into an abide by the provision of the JV in the instant that the bid is successful. For financial component envelope for letter A, original of duly signed the complete financial bid form and other documentary requirements under Republic Act number 9184. For letter O, the original of duly signed bid prices, the bill of quantities, and P, duly accomplished dated estimate form including the summary sheet indicating the unit prices of the contract materials, labor rates, and equipment rental use in coming up with a bid. And last, for letter Q, cash flow by quarter. That's all, Madam Chair.
For criteria and procedure for eligibility check, as per section 30.1 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, states that the bank shall open the first technical envelopes in public to determine each bidder's compliance with the documents required to be submitted for eligibility and for technical requirements as prescribed in the said IRR. After opening the first envelope, the bank shall simultaneously conduct the electronic eligibility check and preliminary examination of the technical components of the bids. Electronic eligibility check shall be done by using the data and program in the DPWH Civil Works Application or CWA. Only the participating contractor who submits the original receipt for payment of the bidding documents for the contract issued by any DPWH field office will be considered by the procuring entity to be undertaken with electronic eligibility evaluation. Clause number 26.1 of the instruction to bidders.
Good morning. As for preliminary examination of bids as per section 30 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 984. Prior to bid evaluation, the bank shall examine first the technical component of the bids using pass or fail criteria to determine whether all required documents are present. Bids that fail to include any requirement or incomplete or patently insufficient shall be considered as failed. Reading out and recording the following per clause number 27.6 of the instruction to bidders. A. Name of the bidder. B. Whether there is a technical modification or substitution. C. Presence, amount, and validity of the bid security. D. Presence or absence of each document comprising the technical proposal as per checklist of the required documents. Only the bids that are determined to contain all the bid requirements of the technical component shall be considered for opening and valuation of their financial component.
Criteria and procedure for detailed evaluation of bids. Section 31 of the instruction to bidders. A. The procuring entity shall evaluate and compare in detail only the bids that are rated as complying or passed for both technical and financial proposals pursuant to ITB Clause 26. The bid with the lowest price in the ranking shall be identified as the lowest calculated bid. B. To determine the lowest calculated bid, the bank shall use non-discretionary pass-fail criteria as stated in the IB, which shall include a consideration of the following. 1. Completeness of the bid. 2. Arithmetical corrections. 3. Evaluation on equal footing to ensure fair and competitive bid comparison. Rule on discrepancies per section 32.2.3 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. In case of discrepancies between A, bid prices in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. B, total price per item and unit price for the item as extended or multiplied by the quantity of that item, the latter shall prevail. C, stated total price and the actual sum of prices of component items, the latter shall prevail. D, unit cost in the detailed estimate and unit cost in the BOQ, the latter shall prevail. The corrected per item cost for all items shall be the basis for the corrected grand total cost. The total calculated bid prices are obtained after making the detailed evaluation and corrections according to the above mentioned criteria. That's all, Madam Chair.
The criteria and procedure for the post-qualification of the lowest calculated bid or the LCB. Section 33.3 of the instruction to bidder states that if the bank determines that the bidder with the LCB passes all the criteria for post-qualification, it shall declare the said bid as the lowest calculated responsive bid or the LCRB, and recommend to the Hope the award of contract to the said bidder at its submitted price or its calculated bid price, whichever is lower. Per DO number 127 series of 2018 dated August 16, 2018. Pursuant to item 34.3.B.2 of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act number 9184, and to ensure that all DPWH projects are completed without delay, all bids and awards committees, central, regional, or district, are hereby directed to strictly apply, among others, during the conduct of post-qualification award of the contract, the following guidelines. During post-qualification, the bank shall determine the bidder's compliance through letter A, verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience. Letter B, verification of competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the contract as against the minimum requirements under the bid data sheet. Letter C, verification of availability and commitment and/or inspection and testing for the required capacities and operating conditions of major equipment units. And letter D, checking the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts. The bank verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence. The agency shall disqualify the contractor from the award for the procurement of infrastructure projects. The results of the contractor's performance evaluation system or the CPES should also be considered by the concerned bank in determining the responsiveness of the contractor's bid before any award of the contract.
To continue for the award to the bidder with lowest calculated responsive bid per section 37 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, the bank shall recommend the award of contract to the bidder with LCRB, its RRB, or ECRB after the completion of post-qualification process within the period not exceeding 15 calendar days from the recommendation to the award the contract. The Hope shall approve or disapprove the said recommendation. Prior to issuance of notice of award to the contractor, the bank shall check whether the contract is still within the bid validity period and all the legal, technical, and financial requirements shall still be validated. Within 10 days from the receipt of by the winning bidder of the notice of award, the documentary requirements should be complied before the contract may be awarded. In the event of disapproval, which shall be based only on valid, reasonable, and justifiable grounds as provided to the Section 41 of this IRR, the Hope shall notify the bank and the bidder in writing of such decision and the grounds for it. When applicable, the bank shall conduct a a post-qualification of the bidder with the next lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid as provided in section 34.6 of this IRR.
Good morning. The next agenda for this pre-bid conference is the summary of proceedings, including supplemental or bid bulletins to be issued. So here is the summary of proceedings, including clarification, amendment, or of bidding documents through bid bulletins. This can be found in the instruction to bidders, clause 11. The entire procurement process shall be in accordance with the updated 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations. The procurement schedule will be followed unless amendment will be issued. Bidders may request clarifications or an interpretation of any part of the bidding documents. Such a request must be in writing and must be submitted to the procuring entity at the address indicated in the bidding documents at least 10 calendar days before the deadline set for the submission and receipt of bids. The bank of the procuring entity shall respond to the said request by issuing a bid bulletin. The bank, upon its initiative, may also issue supplemental or bid bulletins to amend or clarify any provisions of the bidding documents not later than 7 calendar days before the deadline for the receipt of bids. Any supplemental or bid bulletin issued by the Bids and Awards Committee or BAC shall be posted on the websites of the DPWH and the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGEPS. It shall be the responsibility of all bidders who secure the bidding documents to inquire and secure supplemental or bid bulletins that may be issued by the bank. However, bidders who have submitted bids before the issuance of the supplemental or bid bulletin must be informed and allowed to modify or withdraw their bids in accordance with the instruction to bidders, clause 24. That's all.
Okay, good morning once again. So any questions, comments, clarification from the bidders? Because this is the only time you have to raise questions, clarifications. I think all was discussed well, so and understandable to all of the bidders, prospective bidders. Since you have no questions, you have no clarification to be asked, so our pre-bid conference for today is adjourned.